Hey guys, in today's video I'm going to play as Norway in Hearts of Iron 4, and we're going to go for the Northern Lights achievement. To do this I am going to conquer Scandinavia, but not just Scandinavia, also the British Empire. The reason is because without taking out the British, we'll just always have that threat of them guaranteeing like Finland or something, so I just decided to get rid of them. So, let's start. To start off, we're going to change our ideology in order to get the manpower bonuses from the nationalism part of our focus tree. But while we wait to change our ideology, I am also going to do the focuses that will allow me to industrialize just a little bit. We're also going to need to research naval invasions, because for whatever reason, some countries in Hearts of Iron just don't start with naval invasions. They don't know how to use boats, I guess. And our first target, I guess, will be Sweden. And we're going to do a little bit of an interesting plan to take down Sweden. We are going to train... Well, actually, I'm going to change everything to cavalry first. And then I'm going to train 14 more divisions so that I have 24 divisions in one army, and then I believe 9 divisions I'm going to train to just hold the northern border, and I'll tell you the plan once we get to that part. But that's our army composition just for now. And now that we've finally switched ideologies, it's time to justify and declare war on Sweden. So what I'm going to do with the divisions that I have, 33 divisions, I'm going to have those 9 hold the northern front while the Swedish are distracted taking my northern territories that are undefended. I'm going to have the 24 divisions, which are cavalry divisions, because I need their speed to get through there, and we're just going to use those 24 divisions to just micromanage and just rush their victory points. And surprisingly, this actually took a decent amount of attempts to do, which is why if you saw in the beginning of the video it was like Iron Man Norway 4 or something. It's just this one war was really... No, it seemed a little bit luck-based. Just every once in a while, Sweden would like break through the north, and then I wouldn't notice, and I'd get capitulated. And before, I just didn't even defend the north because I thought I could do it quickly enough, and yeah, that's why it took so many attempts. And the British kept guaranteeing them, which I found out was because I joined the Axis too early. You have to wait until after the war starts to join the Axis, or the Allies will most likely guarantee Sweden. And you don't want to deal with them yet, because you actually need to take the Swedish Navy in the peace deal. And that's the main reason I'm actually attacking Sweden, because they have a strong enough navy to naval invade the British. Now, with Sweden defeated, let's talk about what I plan to do with the Allies, because now we can't declare war on anybody else without the British guaranteeing them. So what I'm actually going to do for right now is just try to industrialize, build up my country and everything. Also, I'm going to change my division templates, and that's part of the building up. I am going to change them to just a normal 12 combat with cavalry division, and I'm actually going to delete the 9 divisions that were used to defend the north, so I have a little bit more manpower. Then I'm going to have the main army. 10 of those divisions will be assigned to a naval invasion of, I believe, Newcastle. And the plan is to use the Swedish Navy that we stole from from winning the war against Sweden, and try and get supremacy over the North Sea, which will take a while, but with German help, we will easily get supremacy with our 50 or so ships we'll have, and then just swoop in there, take them out. And also, we're going to need to deal with Denmark too. And how we're going to deal with Denmark is it's going to be before we take down Britain. We're going to actually justify on Denmark when Germany invades Poland, so that we're the ones that declare war on Denmark, so that even though Germany probably wants the territory, they will probably, well, in this case, they literally just give us Denmark, and that's what we want, and that's why I declared war instead of letting them do it. And so, with Denmark, we're able to form the Kalmar Union, which also gives us the manpower to defeat the British. Hope that made sense, and, well, let's get to the war with Britain. In the peace deal with Britain, all we really need to take is Denmark, but I wanted to have some North Sea Empire kind of borders, so I actually took over the island of Britain. Greenland, and then a decent chunk of Canada on the eastern side, because I thought those borders just kind of looked nice, and I thought it would be kind of funny to do the North Sea Empire for the Northern Lights achievement. But now our next goal is Sweden, and Sweden won't be too difficult to take over. What I plan to do is if you saw in the war, if you're paying attention closely enough, I trained a couple more divisions to help deal with the British. They didn't get deployed, but we're going to use them to deal with Finland. So we're going to have one army naval invade southern Finland, and one army in the north to just kind of, I guess, hold their army off, but also take some victory points up there. The reason we're kind of rushing Finland a little bit is because the Soviets were going to just fully invade them and take them over, because Sweden did the rare thing where they give the Soviets the land they demand, so the Soviets just immediately start justifying a war goal on them because I guess they don't get a truce. And yeah, that means we had to rush down Finland a little bit, but it wasn't too difficult. And, well, here's that war. Now, after winning the war against Finland, we did have to deal with the Soviets having a tiny bit of war score, but we still have to full annex everything. And now, the only thing we need to do to get the achievement is release Finland, release Sweden, and release Denmark, all as puppets, leave the Axis, and then create our own faction. Then we get the Northern Light achievement, which took surprisingly a lot more tries than I thought with the Sweden war, but to be honest, obviously Norway is not at all the easiest one to do it as. The easiest country to do this achievement as is definitely Sweden, because they already start out with a strong navy, and you have a lot more manpower to deal with in the beginning. But I just thought this would be kind of a fun little thing to do, and if you enjoyed this video, why not leave a like, subscribe, and maybe if you use this as a sort of achievement guide, I guess. Hope you got your achievement. Peace.
Song about the